Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Final video of the day. By the time this video gets released, I'm probably going to be live streaming on my second channel. Link is in the description down below. But yeah, if you haven't seen it, you haven't seen the forums, if you don't know what's going on, the Summoner Sigil and as well Black Bot as 5-star are going to be entering into some content. But let's have a look. What changes as well are going to be coming to the Summoner Sigil. So yeah, one of the biggest surprises out of today was that the Dungeons Crystals got rebooted, and as well, the one thing that stuck out more than ever was there's going to be a 5-star Evolution Crystal edition of Black Bolt. And for those that don't know, that champion hasn't even entered in as a 5-star. One of many 5-stars, or one of many 4-stars that haven't even been in as a 5-star. I think we've got Scarlet Witch, Wolverine, Gamora, I want to say, and as well Joe Fixit. I think those 5, there's probably fairly few amount or small amount of champions that still yet to go in there. But yeah, that's still like a bit of a weird thing. So is there any truth to this? Is this a glitch? What's the deal? Now, Kabam Mike confirms this by saying this is the first time that the 5-star Black Bolt will be available to obtain. Now, there's only a few more champions that are to be released as a 5-star that aren't already 5-stars. So they're going to be some OG ones, and I am surprised because Kabam normally trying to monetize the situation by putting out some special crystals. So that's really good as well. So good on Kabam. But then obviously, whilst I'm saying that, I'm also thinking that, well, it's not the most sought after champion. So you can kind of see why it's in there as just being an Evolution Crystal Dungeon kind of edition. In any case, Summoner Sigil, what's the deal with that? Now, at last, something that has been put in that we want to see. Lots of players, since the Summoner Sigil was an addition to the game back in about June, July time, I want to say. Mainly, I think actually more July, August. It's been a wish for everybody to see it revamped or improved. But a little glimmer of hope when special Cavalier crystals were put into it. But then after that, it just seemed to, well, nothing seems to happen. But it looks like Kabam are making decisions to put something in it, and I hope that they do look to put this in more in future, especially with stuff like signature stones, where players would have loved to see that. I'd love to trade in my 4-star ones that I get too much of, to then do and get 5-star ones. But again, like, I don't think Kabam would be in the market to put that in. Please put that in, by the way. Obviously, it looks like we've had a refresh of the times that you get stuff. So some refreshes, instead of being from 14 days, are now down to 7 days. That is great. But unfortunately, there's things like the 5-star feature crystal, which is not included in it. And as well, newly added legendary crystal for uncollected and Cavalier players, which will have a 14-day refresh timer. The new amounts and reset times are listed in a chart below. Now, here is the list itself. There are a few things that do bug me. The first thing that bugs me is that we don't get the extent of pricing, like the cost for these things. Yes, we know the amount we're going to get, but also the cost. There's some stuff we do know the cost of, like the 4-star shards, etc. But, you know, for the new additions, like the legendary crystal, how much more is that going to cost me? Am I going to be trading in something to get something out of it? We just don't know that as of yet. And even looking at the in-game mail, we're still none the wiser. So it'll only be the 17th of February that I find out how much it's going to cost me for that legendary crystal. Because if I have to pay something, you know, in the region of 200 to 500 units, then I'm not going to do that. But if it's a trade-in with something like an ultimate crystal or a couple of ultimate crystals, then do you know what? That's fair game. And I'd say that I wouldn't mind saving up for that and then maybe doing bigger crystal openings by the end of the year in order to kind of, like, you know, make a really kind of spicy video. You know what I mean? But oh wait, that information has been given out. And it looks like it's going to be 5,000 4-star shards. Yeah, I don't know really what to say with it. I would kind of feel there'd be more value to trading in other kind of crystals, like saying, okay, 2 ultimate crystals, which you theoretically get plenty of during a month grind, especially if you're an endgame player. Transferring them, as you can do with the Black Ice Market, to then transfer them again, then create a legendary crystal based on the ultimate crystal trade-in. Seems to me as being a bit more fair than saying, right, well, let's do it this way, and the 5,000 4-star shards then get transported into this crystal. So it does seem a little bit steep for what it is, especially because there is going to be a slim chance. If it's an 80-20 split, as in 80% chance to get a 4-star, 20% chance to pick up a 5-star, then it's still like, yes, okay, you are running with RNG and you will take a chance with it. but I'm just kind of thinking that, you know, that's 2.5 4 stars. So for me, that could be, yeah, I would get less 5 stars, but let's face it, more than likely, 9 times out of 10, you are going to pick up a 4-star champion. So it becomes not very valuable and at the same time not very rare and not as fun to pick up this as being an option in the Black ISO market. But, you know, put in the comment section what your thoughts on this one. Obviously, if you don't have the Summoner Sigil, it won't really apply, but obviously same thing applies to anybody. You can just have your thoughts on this in the comment section, whether or not you feel this is good or bad. Since the Summoner Sigil has been put out, I've probably missed about 2 months of it since obviously implementation, but I do feel that at this point, we who purchase it should be able to vote for what is in it, or what changes are associated with it. And I do welcome that. Kabam, if you're watching, make sure in future that you do something where you kind of go, look, we're thinking about changing the Summoner Sigil. And I know that you poll out to people, because I've had many people come out to me and say, look, would you like this? Would you like that in the Summoner Sigil? But I don't know if the stuff that has been changed, whether it's timers, the length of duration of that particular item, or the items that have been newly introduced, actually really encapsulate the entirety of people's wants and desires for a paid service like this on a monthly basis. So that is my hope next month or the ongoing months, that you're able to go, look, we're thinking of adding something, what would you like to see, and maybe a list, poll it to people, and then it's the case that people can then go, right, well, and there you go, you've won that. I want 5-star signature stones, and say everybody backs that high percentage. We're putting them in, and there we go. That could be a thing. That would be a nice addition. So maybe Kabam can consider this in the future, allowing people to poll and vote for new additions to this service. So yeah, thank you very much for watching this video. Please check out the 2 videos that I posted today, and as well as supporting links. I should be, by the time this video is released, so you might be seeing it live streaming on the second channel. Link is in the description down below. Look forward to seeing you there. Just going to be kicking back, maybe drinking, who knows. Bye bye everybody.